Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear me today. There is a formula for success, a divine equation for transformation. And if you master this formula, there will be no limit to what you can become. You are not designed to be stagnant. Every tree, every river, every living thing that God created is in motion. Growth is the evidence of life. The moment you stop improving, you begin to decline. The greatest tragedy is not death, it is a life that has stopped developing. Your mind is the control center of your life. Everything you do, every decision you make, every habit you develop begins in the mind. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. The human mind is like a garden. It will grow whatever is planted in it. If you sow the seeds of negativity, fear, and doubt, your life will produce frustration and failure. But if you fill your mind with wisdom, vision, and purpose, your life will bear the fruits of success and fulfillment. The most dangerous thing in life is not a lack of resources, but a lack of the right mindset. You can give a person all the money in the world, but if their thinking is small, they will remain poor. You can place someone in an environment of opportunity, but if they have a mindset of fear, they will never take advantage of it. The real prison is not the walls that surround a person, but the limitations they have accepted in their own thinking. Until you renew your mind, you will remain trapped by your past, your experiences, and the opinions of others. Your mind is shaped by what you expose it to. If you feed your mind with negativity, you will produce a life of negativity. If you constantly listen to voices that tell you that you are not enough, that you cannot achieve, that you are limited by your background, your life will reflect those beliefs. But if you renew your mind daily with wisdom, knowledge, and inspiration, you will rise above every limitation. The most successful people in the world are those who have mastered the art of renewing their minds. They do not allow themselves to be controlled by fear, doubt, or past failures. Instead, they feed their minds with ideas that push them toward growth and excellence. One of the most powerful ways to renew your mind is through continuous learning. Never allow a day to pass without learning something new. Read books that challenge your thinking. Listen to teachings that expand your vision. Surround yourself with people who encourage growth and push you to think higher. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is knowledge. The more you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more you achieve. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you are a failure, you will act like a failure. If you believe you are a success, you will carry yourself like one. Your mind will always create the reality you expect. That is why renewing your mind is not a one-time event, but a daily process. Every morning, make a decision to think differently. Reject negative thoughts and replace them with thoughts of possibility. Speak words that align with your vision. See yourself as capable, strong, and unstoppable. As you renew your mind daily, your life will begin to shift and you will step into the fullness of your potential. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the foundation of all success, the secret ingredient that separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. Many people have great visions, powerful ideas, and incredible talents, yet they never see their full potential realized because they lack the discipline to turn those dreams into reality. Discipline is not a gift, it is a choice, a habit that must be developed daily. Every great leader, every successful entrepreneur, every champion in any field has mastered the art of discipline. Talent alone is not enough. Intelligence alone is not enough. Even opportunity is not enough without the discipline to take advantage of it. Success is not the result of one big moment, but of consistent daily habits that lead to excellence over time. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not in what they desire, but in what they are willing to do every single day to make their desires a reality. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. Feelings are unreliable. They change with circumstances, moods, and situations. If a person waits until they feel like taking action, they will never achieve anything of significance. Discipline is the ability to push past emotions and remain committed to a goal regardless of the obstacles, distractions, or temporary discomfort. The most successful people in the world are not always the most talented, but they are the ones who are willing to do the hard work even when no one is watching. One of the greatest enemies of discipline is procrastination. Many people have the intention to start, but they keep waiting for the perfect time. They tell themselves that they will begin tomorrow, next week, or next year. But procrastination is a thief of time, and time is the most valuable resource in life. Every day wasted is an opportunity lost. Those who master discipline understand that there is no perfect time to begin. There is only now. They act immediately, consistently, and relentlessly. Discipline is also the ability to say no to distractions. The world is full of noise, temptations, and time wasters that pull people away from their purpose. Without discipline, a person can spend hours on entertainment while neglecting self-improvement. They can waste their energy on things that bring temporary pleasure while ignoring the habits that build lasting success. Discipline is about making the hard choices today so that tomorrow will be easier. It is about prioritizing what is necessary over what is convenient. Growth requires sacrifice. To develop discipline, one must be willing to let go of bad habits, negative influences, and limiting beliefs. It requires commitment, consistency, and self-control. Those who embrace discipline may face challenges, but they will also experience breakthroughs that others never will. The road to success is not easy, but discipline ensures that no obstacle is too great to overcome. With discipline, any goal is achievable, and any dream is within reach. Every person was created with a specific purpose. Nothing in creation exists without meaning, and every living thing has a function to fulfill. A tree is designed to produce oxygen and bear fruit. A bird is designed to fly. A fish is designed to swim. When anything operates outside of its purpose, it struggles, but when it functions according to its original design, it thrives. In the same way, human beings are most fulfilled, most productive, and most successful when they align themselves with the purpose for which they were created. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life lived without purpose. Many people go through life wandering from one thing to another, chasing after temporary pleasures and seeking fulfillment in things that were never meant to satisfy them. They pursue careers they do not love, engage in activities that do not inspire them, and settle for a life far below their potential. The reason many feel empty and unfulfilled is not because they lack success, but because they lack alignment with their true purpose. Purpose is not something that is created, it is something that is discovered. No invention decides what it wants to be. A car does not determine that it will be a vehicle. A phone does not decide that it will be used for communication. The purpose of a thing is determined by its creator. Likewise, human beings must look beyond themselves to discover why they were placed on this earth. Purpose is not found in material possessions, social status, or human approval. It is found in the reason for which one was designed. When a person discovers their purpose, their life takes on new meaning. Work is no longer just a way to make money, it becomes an assignment. Challenges are no longer obstacles, they become lessons that shape character. Time is no longer wasted on meaningless activities. It is invested in things that contribute to growth and impact. A person who is aligned with their purpose does not need external motivation because their purpose fuels their passion. They wake up each morning with clarity, knowing that their life has significance beyond personal gain. Purpose brings direction. Without it, people are easily distracted, constantly changing paths and living without focus. But when a person understands their purpose, they become intentional with their time, relationships, and efforts. They do not waste energy on things that do not align with their vision. They develop the discipline to say no to distractions and yes to opportunities that move them closer to their destiny. Living in alignment with purpose requires courage. It often means stepping out of comfort zones, breaking free from societal expectations, and trusting the journey even when the path is unclear. It demands faith, perseverance, and commitment. However, the reward of living a purposeful life is far greater than the sacrifice. A person who walks in their purpose will impact lives, leave a legacy, and experience the deep fulfillment that comes from knowing they are exactly where they were meant to be. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is action. The most powerful ideas mean nothing without execution. The greatest dreams remain unfulfilled when no steps are taken to achieve them. Every great achievement in history was the result of someone taking consistent action toward a goal. The people who make an impact in life are not the ones who simply talk about what they want to do, but the ones who get up every day and do something about it. Many people live in a cycle of postponement. They wait for the perfect time, the right opportunity, or a sign that will confirm it is time to start. They say they will begin tomorrow, next week, or next year, but tomorrow never comes. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time to start. Conditions will never be completely favorable, and waiting will only lead to regret. Action is the cure for delay, and progress only happens when a person makes the decision to move forward despite uncertainty. Small actions taken daily are more powerful than big actions taken occasionally. Many believe that success is the result of one big moment, but in reality, success is built through small, consistent steps taken over time. A person does not become an expert overnight, nor do they achieve mastery in an instant. It is the result of daily commitment, repetition, and persistence. A single brick does not build a house, but when bricks are laid one by one, a structure is eventually complete. Likewise, daily actions, no matter how small, lead to extraordinary results over time. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to action. Many people hesitate to move forward because they are afraid of failure, rejection, or making mistakes. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. Every successful person has failed, learned, and improved. The only true failure is not trying at all. Mistakes are opportunities for growth, and every setback carries a lesson that brings a person closer to their goal. Action eliminates fear because it shifts the focus from worry to progress. The moment a person begins to take steps toward their goal, fear loses its power. Discipline and consistency are required to take action every day. Motivation may get a person started, but it is discipline that keeps them going. Feelings are unreliable, and if a person waits to feel like taking action, they will never move forward. The most accomplished individuals understand that action must be taken regardless of mood or circumstances. They do what needs to be done even when it is inconvenient, uncomfortable, or difficult. Taking action daily builds momentum. The first step is always the hardest, but once movement begins, it becomes easier to keep going. Progress, no matter how small, creates confidence and inspires further action. Over time, what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. Every goal, dream, and vision can be realized, but only if action is taken consistently. The key to transformation is not in wishing, hoping, or waiting. It is in doing. Growth is the natural order of life. Everything that is alive is meant to develop, expand, and reach its full potential. A tree starts as a seed but is destined to become a mighty structure that provides shade and fruit. A baby is born small but is designed to grow, learn, and mature into a strong and capable adult. Likewise, every person has been given the capacity for continuous growth, yet many settle for far less than they were created to become. The moment a person stops growing, they begin to decline. Settling is one of the greatest dangers in life. Many people stop growing because they achieve a certain level of success and become comfortable. They tell themselves they have done enough, learned enough, or accomplished enough, and they stop pushing forward. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The danger of success is that it can lead to complacency, and complacency leads to stagnation. A person who stops growing today will eventually become irrelevant tomorrow. The world is constantly changing, knowledge is always expanding, and new opportunities are always emerging. Those who refuse to keep growing will find themselves left behind. The most successful and impactful people in history never settled. They kept learning, innovating, and improving no matter how much they had already achieved. They understood that growth is a lifelong journey, not a one-time event. There is always a higher level to reach, always more to learn, and always new ways to develop. Excellence is not a destination, it is a continuous process. The greatest mistake anyone can make is believing they have arrived, when in reality, there is still so much more ahead. Growth requires intentional effort. No one improves by accident. It takes a commitment to learning, stretching, and stepping outside of comfort zones. It means embracing challenges, taking on new responsibilities, and being willing to fail in order to learn. Many avoid growth because it requires discomfort. But discomfort is often the birthplace of transformation. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and strong muscles are built through resistance. Likewise, personal growth comes through challenges that force a person to expand their capacity. To keep growing, a person must remain a student of life. They must read books that challenge their thinking, listen to wisdom that expands their perspective, and surround themselves with people who inspire them to reach higher. Growth is not just about acquiring knowledge, but applying what is learned. Many people consume information but never put it into practice. True growth happens when knowledge is turned into action, when ideas are tested, and when new skills are developed through experience. Settling is a mindset that limits potential. It convinces a person that they have done enough when, in reality, they have only scratched the surface of what is possible. Those who refuse to settle keep pushing, keep learning, and keep striving for more. They understand that their greatest achievements are still ahead, and as long as they are willing to grow, there are no limits to what they can become.